hello, and welcome to another episode of the OH.Report video podcast. A fantastic Monday we got outside here today. Sun's out, sun's shining, and we're all smiles in here. I'm Hayden Gray, going to be sitting in as playing host today. And right next to me, I've got two completely normally sized, normally scaled human beings. The one and only Storm Blunchley and Garrett Parlett. Say what's up, boys.
Yeah, I wouldn't say normal size, but I appreciate the niceness there.
I broke
today.
a streak.
Yeah,
It's like a 40, 47, 48 episode streak of
no insults.
Awesome.
Thank you, Abe.
Hey, you're welcome. As they alluded to, I think we're out on episode 47 here today, so I've got to make my mark when I get to sit in this seat. So we're starting a new streak. The days since last employee was injured, sign is back to 0. We also have Brian Skronsky standing on standby. He's going to be joining us via call-in. He's at the Charlotte airport. Just got him in, so he's going to be joining us as well. But we're going to start things off today with our special guest that we have in studio with us today. We have Chris and Holly Troupe, the owners of Boot Life here in Mansfield. So hello and welcome in, guys.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having us. Yeah.
Of course. So we definitely want to talk to you guys about a lot of things, but I'll start things off. And I just want you to give our guests that are tuning in today a little bit of information of background about yourselves. Tell me how the Boot Life came to be and just a little bit of your origin story.
Sure. So Chris and I are high school sweethearts, and we owned a driving school. We taught teenagers to drive. So we did that, and we learned through that a lot of people were spending money outside of our community. And Chris himself was a journeyman toolmaker originally, and he was like, we need a good place to buy boots. And you say that long enough, kind of probably like OH.Report, right? You're like, hey, we need a good fill in the blank, and it ended up being us. And so we started the Boot Life.
And that's super exciting. I know we talked a little bit earlier too about when you start a brand new business. As you said, we kind of share some similarities, but things can come and go as the needs of the community change as well. So tell me a little bit about what we mentioned earlier, how you start off, where you originate, and kind of where life and business has taken you.
Sure.
What other ventures have you guys really dove into besides just work boots?
Sure.
You know, when we started, we wanted work boots. That was the big thing that we wanted to take care of. But I mean, people liked the cowboy boots. We had cowboy boots. They were buying jeans. They were buying clothes. So truly, the apparel and the casuals and things took off really quickly, which we were thankful for. But then the work boots came in behind and definitely took over. So work is the number one thing we do, supporting all the factories, and we call it the people that wear boots that live the boot life. That's what we do. We support them, and we're grateful to be able to do that.
Our mission is to make lives better one boot at a time. And that also caused us to need to be fluid and really flexible in our game plan. We started out of the gate. I am a very people-oriented. I like people. I'm a bit of an old soul. So originally our business plan did not include a website for website sales. It didn't include going to factories. But quickly we saw that was a need, and we really had to tweak the game plan quickly.
And I like that you mentioned that, we also talked a bit about your backgrounds and just some of the comparisons between business and sports. So tell me, Chris, you mentioned that you went to Madison, were an athlete, and you have also played volleyball as well, Holly, and so some of that, sticks with you and kind of carries over into the business world. So tell me a little bit about some of those comparisons and the story you were sharing with me earlier, just about how you got to go at things in the business world.
Yeah.
Truthfully, over the last 8 years since we opened the store, we look at business like sports. You win or lose. That's what it is. There's no, participation award given out. You're either going to win or you're going to lose. You're going to dominate or you're going to be dominated. And the same thing when you're, I wrestle. Either you're going to win or lose, and at the end of the match, did I win or did I lose? So we look at business the same way. We're out to win, and we're going to do it the right way, but we're going to win, and that's the reason we're there. We're going to make sure we're going to win for not only ourselves, but for our team and for our community. We're about winning.
That's right. And sometimes I've been asked to go out and speak to women in business, and one time I was out to speak, and literally I had made a comment, and clearly it was too aggressive for the room. And so I had to stop, and I gave a story. When Chris and I were in college, we didn't grow up in high school together. So when we went to college together, I was super competitive. I was like, well, what did you get, and what was your score? And he was about 3 times in, he was like, I kind of feel like you want me to do bad. And I was like, now wait a minute, that's not fair. I said, if we were playing horse in the driveway, which by the way, I really can't play basketball very well, I'll stick with volleyball. And I said, we're gonna have fun and we're gonna laugh. And he was like, yeah. I'm like, but are you gonna throw the game? at the end, and he was like, "Oh no, I'm winning." And so I think for women, especially in business, to have that background in sports, to know at the end of the day, I've got to be the best version of myself, and what's the points on the board? Because that's what matters at the end. Did we put points on the board?
Yeah, and I think that is a mindset that definitely carries over well from that competitive background into the business world, and has obviously boded some success for you guys. So something else that we definitely want to touch on that has to do with that competitive spirit is something exciting coming up that you guys are hosting this week. Garrett and Storm, I know that you guys have a little bit to talk about with that, and have some questions for them about what's coming up this Friday.
Let's just talk about what is the event, what's going to be taking place, and really what's going to be happening at this event.
Sure, we have the first annual The Boot Life Block Party. Chris loves to say it.
The Boot Life Block Party, the Boot Life Block Party, the Boot Life Block Party.
Do you think he has a future in radio? Okay, so yeah, it's the Boot Life Block Party. You can get tickets at thebootlife.com, but it's our first annual event. We really want to embrace community. We want to celebrate faith, family, and freedom. And so we found out 60 days ago, that the world line dance record is currently held by China. And apparently it's a great pastime for middle-aged women there to stay in shape, that they would do line dancing. And so I was like, I think we should go after this. I think, why not? Why not here? Why not us? And so we're going to have this incredible live epic concert with Mac Powell, former lead singer of Third Day, the Swan Brothers, who were finalists. They toured with Carrie Underwood and Brad Paisley. These huge national acts that normally would not come to our area of Ohio, they're coming, and midway through we're going to throw down kind of flash mob style. We're going to go after it with an electric slide. Yeah, we're going to go after that line dance record.
So I guess necessarily my question is, how's the line dancing going to work? Just kind of like anybody can participate kind of thing? You kind of pay to get in? Or how's that all work, like the payment, I guess, was?
Do you want me to take this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So how's it going to work? You're going to buy your tickets. You don't have to dance. If you want to come and you enjoy the concert, you do not have to dance. But electric slide, we picked it because it's one of the most well-known. Every high school is doing it at homecoming. They're doing it at weddings. It's a really simple format. So midway through, we're going to make sure everyone's lined up evenly, and then we'll do the electric slide.
And then just switching gears back towards you guys, we cover a lot of high school sports here, sports in general. Just talk to me about kind of you guys yourselves, like your family, your kids. Did they play sports? Did they go to school around here? Or?
Yeah. Chris, you go.
Well, it's really funny you asked that question because my son is 6'5" with a reach like you wouldn't believe.
Like Michael Phelps.
He grew up playing football, playing soccer. He was a goalie with a good reach. And he got to a point where he said, Dad, I don't want to go to college. I don't want to play college sports. I want to play guitar. If I'm going to practice, I'm going to play guitar. So he actually will be kicking the night off at the Boot Life Block Party, Jimi Hendrix style, doing the national anthem. So,
nice.
He's going to play it off. But, people see him. We've been to different areas. And I remember Coach Bowman from Temple Christian School, he said, Garrett, do me a favor, put your hand up by that backboard. He's like, oh, son, could you take some rebounds for me? But yeah, he ended up going, just going the way of playing music instead of sports. But people look at him and their mouth would just water because, just that arm span and then he could do it. So we played, our kids just played young, and then they didn't really pursue it when they got into junior high school.
Yeah, definitely. We saw someone rip the American or the national anthem on electric guitar at Willard. That was a lot of exciting. So hopefully it'll, rival that performance. But as far as the event goes, is that what you guys are probably most looking forward to, or what are you guys most excited for about this coming up?
My absolute favorite band is the group Third Day. They're kind of a contemporary Christian rock group. I've seen them twice. Awesome, live, performers. So to have Mac Powell here, 4-time Grammy winner, like that's my thing. I don't go get autographs from anybody, but I think I'm gonna get a picture with this one. That'll be pretty good. And then seeing the Swan Brothers, we followed them on The Voice and seeing what they did, and just to have those people there. And for us, it's about just raising the belief led locally. Like, we can bring in these national acts, we can do something greater, going for a world record. Why not us? That's what I'm at. It's about competition. I said you're either winning or losing. You're putting points on the board or you're hanging your head. So we're going for some big points, some home runs on this one.
I'm most excited about the community and what he was saying about our ability to raise our belief lid. That yes, we can go chase this down. Yes, we can be on the map. As adults, like at some point we have to lead, right? So we have a whole generation. We're incredibly thankful for Grant Milliron and his ability to allow us to be at the venue. It's going to be at Mansfield Raceway. It hasn't been open since 2020. So for us to step on there, I know there's these incredible men who are there and have worked at that venue through every single race track, every reiteration of that racetrack, and they're out there mowing just to have the venue ready. And so I think just to inspire people, let's go. Let's go win for ourselves, our companies, our family, our community. I'm really excited to be together. It's been a hard 3 years, and let's get together and have some fun. I think we've earned it.
You guys would make a great coaching duo. I mean, you guys really got me buying into the system.
Let's go!
Here, so you guys would make a great
Boots on.
A great coaching duo. But I wanted to ask one more thing about the kind of the venue. You know, that's a really awesome spot. It's a place. You know, it's a landmark around here. So what's it like to host an event, the first event there in 2 years? What's that kind of feel like for you guys?
Well, I want to tell you, being from Mansfield, being a Madison grad, I was little when that track was first there, going to it, but before it became a asphalt track, and I loved it. I mean, I just love racing, love being there. And since it's been empty, to walk in there, I was there the other night by myself, just opened up, was doing some work, and just to be there, you just feel the energy, and I'm ready to to kick that thing up 100% for sure and get that place rocking. We have a huge stage coming up, 24 by 20 stage. We brought a big production crew to come in. This is going to be world class lighting, sound. It's going to be huge for Mansfield.
It was a little nostalgic, I think. Chris isn't telling you, so I'm going to tell you what he tells me, because he didn't come out with it, but I'm going to tell you for real. You know, he went out a couple times with me, and he was like, the last time that we went out, he was like, I don't, can you just take Garrett? We also have a Garrett. We also call him G-Man. What? Okay, right? And so, but he's like, just take G. He said, because it was just sad for him to be there and to have it just kind of lying there. And it really is an incredible venue, state of the art. I mean, it's this world-class venue, beautiful concrete, beautiful ticket area. It's a great logistics to get in and out of. And we actually chose it to support maximum capacity to go after this world record as far as parking and be able everyone to stand up nice and straight on flat ground and do the dance. Yeah.
Yeah, well, another guy right here that would have known, been in Mansfield to see kind of the development and what's happened with the raceway over the years is Brian Skronsky, our president and founder. So, Brian, if you can hear me, I want to bring you in. Brian is at the Charlotte Airport, and if you have any questions for our guests, would love to bring you in, Brian.
Yeah, what's up? I think it's pretty cool that there's two G-Mans out there in the world, so that's something awesome that I just learned. And you guys have done a lot, and one thing that I know for sure about these troops is that I know a lot of people in the greater Mansfield area, and it seems like almost everybody I know knows who these two people are. So as far as getting your business out there and developing it into what it's become today, would you say it's just, Holly, because you're a people person, and Chris, because you just had to be able to be agile in the game, and just the more people you know, the better off you are?
Definitely, relationships it makes a difference. Making relationships in this community with the other business owners in this community, and how we can serve more people. And that's just how we've went about our business, is how many people can we serve? How can we help somebody else? And we get that love back. We love people, they love us. And I'm sure you do the same. We've watched you grow, and I mean, this is incredible having all these guys here, your studio set up. It's fantastic to see what you're doing. And it doesn't come by accident. It comes by hard work and taking care of people and serving people. So that's what I think. It's just how many people can we serve, and then we feel that love back.
That is so kind what you said just then. But I will say also, it is we did misstep. Like early on, we didn't understand that you need to get in the right rooms, and so just making sure you're in the right rooms around people. And I don't know. I say we're still in our sophomore year, right? We're still learning.
Yeah, that's definitely us. I'm glad that you guys could come down there and check out the studio. I'm here, as Hayden said, in my new home away from home. Been spending a lot of time at the Charlotte Airport, been trapped here a bunch lately, and I'm starting to figure my way around. So it's starting to get kind of comfortable for me. I did find a place to sell some nice $10 peanut butter milkshakes, so I'm at least staying fit here. Real quick, I heard maybe there was an accident. I heard that we were resetting the clock to 0 or something on the days, and actually I got a little bit banged up on work hours today doing some go-karting. Took a couple of spills. So for you guys, my next question would be, you had the student driving school. Do you have a good story that you just love telling about something that really went awry? Got to be more than one, right?
We have a few, but Chris, take this one.
Yeah, we have a few. But I did one, and being from Mansfield, you guys know there's a double turn lane by St. Peter's School. So the Spartans, if you're a Spartan out there, and we were in the inside turn lane making a left-hand turn, and somebody cut us off. And this lady, about a 30-year-old lady, gave us the dirtiest, nastiest look. Like they were just, you dummy. And all of a sudden, you seen her turn around and look up like, oh, I cut you off. Sorry, she just took off. My person, like, I'm so sorry, I'm sorry. It wasn't their fault, but it was just so funny. I mean, they cut us off like, you dumb student driver.
We always said that there's a brake in those student driver cars, but what we needed was a gas. We needed a gas pedal. I had a gentleman, he was from Mansfield Christian. It was his last drive. He was feeling very confident. He was a big guy. And, you know, like he played sports, he wrestled, and he's this big guy. And you know all the railroad tracks down coming into town? He stopped because there was a train coming.
He panicked.
And he panicked and paralyzed. And I was just shoving his leg as hard as I could. Finally, he clicked, and we went, and we lived. And I said, good thing one of us prayed. Good grief. Wow. There was a little sweating going on.
Absolutely.
I can only imagine. Amen that you were at least saying the prayers for the group. That's awesome. So yeah, I think it's really cool that you guys are getting this big event coming out to Mansfield and trying to break a Guinness World Record. Is that your anticipation? Is that there is that many people already signed up and will get out there that we'll be able to have the world's largest line dance coming up on Friday night?
You know, we don't know. What I am hearing from all industry experts, iHeart, the management crew, the agents. I was just talking to someone who did a big Lee Brice concert, and people are really slow out of the gate to commit to concert tickets. And so they're saying this literally is the red zone. This is the hot spot. So just today, I saw a huge uptick of people taking action and committing to get tickets. So it's going to matter to the people. We are building it for them to come. And we'll see how many Ohioans show up to get this done. We have people coming from Nashville, Pennsylvania, and I think Michigan as well.
And Arizona.
Oh, yes, Arizona.
Arizona.
So if Ohio shows up, we'll get it done.
Well, if our guys like G-Man and Storm show up, I don't know if they know the electric slide. Can they just gritty? I know that G can at least knock that out.
Let's go.
I mean, you never forget it. It's like riding a bike. You never forget how to do the electric
I think if
slide.
I heard the song right now, I actually am forgetting it. If I heard the song, I could definitely do it.
It comes with directions.
That's
right.
I can adapt. I'm good on the fly.
Well, we're gonna have Mac Powell's gonna be singing "Down on the Corner."
By
it's a good old Creedence Clearwater Revival song, and we're gonna do the electric slide.
Oh
too,
yeah,
and it's gonna be fun.
Awesome. Well, hey, that's all I got for you guys. Appreciate you coming down to the studio, spending some time with our boys and promoting it. I get back in town on Friday, so I'm hoping to get out there and do some boot scooting boogieing with y'all.
We love that. Thanks for having us, you guys.
Thanks, Brian.
Our
All
pleasure.
right, thanks, Brian. So yeah, finally, I want to give you guys one more opportunity before you go. Let people know, where can they go get tickets for this? When is there a deadline? Is there a deadline? How can they get tickets to be a part of this on Friday?
Yeah, that's easy. They can go to thebootlife.com and just click on the Bootlife block party. It'll take them right there for the tickets. Tickets will be downloaded right to their phone. Makes it easy. Again, that's at thebootlife.com, the Bootlife block party, thebootlife.com.
Yeah. And then you'll just scan right in. Tickets are for sale right up until the very end, but we would love to see them coming in the next couple of days so we can plan for that record.
Yeah, thank you. And yeah, everyone hop over there. It was an honor to have another Mansfield business right down the road from us come join us today. And if you plan on attending on Friday and you need to look the part, hop on down to the store beforehand and get yourself outfit. I think I would like to see my comrades here next to me in some country apparel, but
I don't have any. I might need to get some boots before I go, honestly.
all right, well, thank you again. Thank you so much for joining us, you guys.
Thank you guys.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Well, one place that we were last week on our last live stream of the year was over at the College of Worcester, and we took in the All-Star event for Wayne's Holmes County for the boys, so it was another hot one yet again. I know that I had the luxury of being in a press box that wasn't air-conditioned this time, so maybe not as advantageous as I had hoped, but a couple of my troopers were down on the ground as usual. So Garrett and Storm, I guess I would say after we experienced the whole event, maybe what was your favorite takeaway or part of the day from getting to see the guy side of things after we had the softball event a couple weeks ago?
Blake Bowen.
Definitely.
I mean, how can you not? The dude, I mean, Now, I thought the softball one was crazy with Haley Mazzaro.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it was just back to back to back. I mean, I was scared for my life because I was out in left field. And he's a lefty. So I was I was out in right field. He's a lefty. So, if he's early, just a little toss-up. He's going to be early. I mean, I was scared for my life out there. That dude, that was some serious power that he's shown. And he's going to Kentucky. Correct me if I'm wrong, Hayden?
Yeah,
Kentucky,
he's going to be a senior next year, only a junior.
And he's got a younger brother, Brady.
Yeah, he's got a younger brother,
Brady.
too.
So, Worcester there, and they're in good hands the next year for baseball. That was my biggest takeaway, and obviously the heat. I lost 8 pounds of water weight of sweat. So I'm actually happy because it helped me my weight loss journey. So.
Yeah, near the end of that second game, I definitely thought I was going to pass out there for a little bit. But that was probably also my favorite part, Garrett. I mean, it was like they should have just called it honestly after he went, because it was
campus security.
Yeah,
They were going to call it because he was hitting cars. Like, I mean, obviously it wasn't his fault.
It's not his,
but it was just his fault that he was that good, and he was just hitting dingers. I mean, it was, and they weren't just barely going out of the park. I mean, they were moonshots. Like I'd be looking up in center field, and they're still going another 100, 200 yards. So, what a performance from the guy from Worcester.
Yeah, I think that had he had a chance to hit from regular home plate, I mean, he was kind of sending him to right field, but center field was 390. Do you think from home plate that Bowen could have got one 390?
Yeah, probably. I think so.
I think not as many, obviously, but I think he's getting at least 3. I would say at least 3, like minimum of 3. I mean, he had some serious power, man. Like some serious power, and he was confident too, which you gotta love as a high school kid. So I think he's getting at least a couple. I'd say at least a couple.
I agree. Probably 2 or 3. But I mean, how many the real question is, how many do you think he could have gotten before campus security came and stopped him? Because he still had 3 or 4 outs left.
How many did he end up with?
I think the final round he ended with 17. I think his total for 2 rounds was 25. And at Storm, I think you're right. I think he had 2 or 3 outs left before they went ahead and shut him down.
Could you imagine if he
He's
would
at least hitting 5 more.
If the other kid would have hit 18? Could you imagine?
It wasn't possible. There was no shot. It was a remarkable performance.
Yeah, I felt a little bit bad. I believe the other contestant in the finals was Jeff Tadaro from the other Highland that we're not used to covering on here, but only so much can be done. But another fantastically put on event at the College of Worcester. Great facilities. It was a good time, and it was a good way to end our live streams for the year until football starts up. So yeah, if you want to go check that out, check out the crazy performance that we saw in the Home Run Derby, you can still head over to our YouTube channels. Check those out. Those are still up there for your viewing. We're going to switch gears now. You brought up the heat. One of the places where I think it tends to be, although it has felt hotter in Ohio, some of these past few weeks, Florida. I think Florida's rather muggy, rather hot. And we have a special one of our crew members down there, Travis Berardi. So we want to take a look before we bring Travis in at what he's been up to on vacation and his special request for you.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there. I'm Big League Berardi. You may know me from the OH.Report live streams of all of our sporting events live and free, highlights, the podcast on Mondays, and most importantly, the Country Roads Rankings. Now, as you can see, I am in sunny Orlando, Florida, inside the pool that my aunt and uncle own, and it is wonderful. And I was thinking, and I came to the conclusion that we need to continue to do the rankings while I'm even on vacation down here in sunny Florida, and I need your help doing that. So in the comments section on Facebook below, or in the replies on Twitter, I need you guys to give me topics to rate for the Country Roads Vacation Top 5. So anything that you like, PG, we keep this as a family company, but I will rate it and pick the best ones, and whoever gives me the best ones, I'll shout you out on those rankings as well. Maybe I'll even get my family involved and have their rankings, but we're gonna have some fun this week while I'm here and down in Delray Beach, Florida. So yeah, let's have some fun this week. That's it. Get out of here.
What else we expected?
I think it looks good.
He's looking pretty good.
Fit, Travis. Really fit.
Travis.
No, we don't want to see the horizon. Show the fit. Oh, all
All
right.
right, well, it's a
Outside
beautiful
looks good.
horizon. Travis down.
Yeah, there's the
on
pool.
family vacay. Oh, there he is.
Can you hear us now, Travis?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear
Show
me?
the fit. We want to
Yeah.
see. We want to
Outfit
see the
check,
beach
Travis.
day fit.
Oh, the beach day fit.
Oh,
It's
nice.
Yeah, we're going to dinner. We're going to dinner into the Hollywood Casino later, so I'm getting dressed. We were at the pool at the beach
Yeah,
earlier,
dinner, that's
but
the
you know,
important stuff.
Where's dinner?
yeah. See,
What kind of cuisine?
11th
are we
floor,
getting
top
tonight,
floor
Travis?
here at
That's
the
the
hotel.
important stuff.
yeah, absolutely. How you guys doing?
Doing great, man. We're just wondering
Yeah?
where you're going for dinner.
What you're eating?
I don't know yet. It's the family decision. It's something. We went to this taco place last night. It was amazing. Had a couple of shrimp tacos. Pretty good.
So, Travis, I do have a question. I know you're a man of culture. You know you're a man of style. What are the swim trunks? What's the design? Is it seashells? Is it like
Actually, they're right
Coronas?
here.
What is it?
Oh,
Here.
perfect.
Right here. Blue, turquoise. I don't know because of the
It's
shading.
the
You
same
can't see really.
It's the same thing in a shirt.
No, well, it's a little bit.
Do they go below or past the knee?
Ooh.
They're just above the knee.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
They're just above. I can't go John Cena look with swim trunks.
You can't see his legs though, Travis.
So,
No, you can't see him at all.
Tell us a little bit about what we just watched, Travis. I mean, you're kind of blowing
So,
me
I
away
know-
with all your topics that you want to discuss. So just tell me a little bit about what we saw.
Seasonings.
What's the seasoning steak, Trav?
Seasonings. What?
It said seasonings on your topics that you like.
Oh,
Like
somebody said
NFL,
seasonings.
NBA, and then like seasonings.
Oh yeah, I don't. That's just whatever your favorite seasonings are on pepper, salt. I don't know. That's Adam back there. Adam probably wants to know that. That might be his
Garlic
idea
salt.
for the topic.
Garlic
salt. What seasonings do you like on your steaks?
Oh man, actually, I had a steak last night, and Dad used
Yeah?
it was from McCormick. It was a
Okay.
seasoning. I forget what it was called, but I like a little bit of garlic salt on my steak.
Garlic, salt, and onion
Okay.
powder. That's what I like.
Yeah.
There you go.
Whatever
there you go.
the red powder is, it's just called steak seasoning, I think. What is that?
A1 sauce.
No. It's like a seasoning.
No, I don't know.
It comes in a big red container. My dad always puts it on there. I don't know. He cooks steak. I've never actually cooked a steak before.
I go for a good dry rub on my burgers.
Can't go wrong.
Beach whale does.
Well, Trav, while we have you here, we
Okay.
took a look at the fact that you need more things. I mean, you're well
It's
cultured,
just-
as Garrett said, but there's only so many things that we can think of. So, tell me,
Yeah.
we saw the first episode with Marshall Shepard from Shelby. You guys did restaurants, and then we saw Jared Scott from Clear Fork. You guys did movies. So, what do you need from people? What do you need from the people watching today and who tune into the OH.Report, Trav?
Just any topics. I know we already had one. I'm about to shoot that here shortly, but of sports destinations for a vacation. So I have my top 5 for that. I'll have it, sent over to Adam here shortly. But just any topic that you would like. My favorite movies, like my favorite restaurants, favorite
Can I
sitcoms,
interject?
anything.
Can I interject here, Trav?
Yeah.
Can I give suggestions, or does it have to be like fans?
Yes. No, you can.
What about like you're a big Madden player, aren't you, Trav?
Yeah, I played Madden.
Why don't you do top 5 Maddens? What do you do?
Oh,
Top 5
okay.
NFL
Ever?
stadiums.
Yeah.
You're a big MLB guy. You could do top 5
Yep.
MLB stadiums. Top 5.
Yes, I can.
NFL.
Okay.
You could do top 5 spots to visit in West Virginia.
There you go. That's a good.
That's a good one. That's a good one
That's a
for you.
That is a good one. That
Top
that'll
5
be my
cities.
last one I do during the summer.
Give-
But I
give
also
us a
wanted to get
couple.
you, the fans, involved. So everybody else, anybody watching, give some ideas. Anything that you guys want. Hey, look, there's 2 of me. Wow. Double big
trouble.
league right now.
Double
How about that? 2 beaches. But just get anything, any of your favorite topics out there in
Top 5
internet
mountain
land.
flavors.
I know Skaronski's probably watching. Anything you want me to do, just that, I'll go for it. It should be a fun thing. Shoot at random places down here in Delray Beach, and yeah.
All right, Trav. So, while we're on the topic of lists and whatnot,
I have
and
another one,
categorizing things, what are you doing at the beach? Give me your top 5 things you've done or saw at the beach. I'm sure you can't just be sitting there. You got to participate in some sort of activities. You've been doing some hang gliding or something. I mean, what's been going on?
I did see there were some hang gliders. There was also one of those gliders with the motor on the back.
Yeah.
So it wasn't being pulled by anything. I saw that go by. A bunch of boats, a lot of speedboats down in this area going by. But just sitting on the beach, getting a little tan. Going in the water, it's like 87 degrees. The water temperature is so. Just hanging out.
Trav, top 5
Yo.
beach accessories or things you have to take to the beach.
Oh yeah.
That's a solid.
I've never been to the beach, so I
How
don't know.
about we do that right now? We'll give you a little taste of what we're doing. Top 5 beach accessories.
Well, number 1's got to be a towel.
Well, actually not. Number 2 would be a towel. But I'll go from 5 to 1. Number 5, beach chair. It's optional. Hey Ski, how you doing, buddy?
Here we go.
Oh, what's up?
How you doing?
Oh, good. So yeah, you got number 5.
Okay, number 5.
Oh, can't wait.
Chair.
We've only been waiting for 4 hours. Keep going.
I know, right? Number 5, the chair, because it can be optional. Because if you do bring a towel, you can sit on the towel. So number 5, the beach chair. Number 4, some type of maybe like a volleyball, football, something to throw around with your friends in the water or out of the water. Number 3, a cooler. Got to have that refreshments no matter if it's the adult beverage, if it's a water, if it's anything. You got to stay hydrated out on the beach, especially on these hot days. Number 2, the towel. Got to have the towel to dry off or just lay on. But number 1, sunscreen. Got to have the sunscreen. You don't want to look like a lobster afterwards. So that would be my top 5. What do you think, boys?
Negative.
Yeah. No, I agree.
What's yours?
Totally agree.
What's yours, G?
Have you ever been to the beach?
Yeah, I went to Panama
Oh, that's
City.
right. You were in Florida.
Honestly, I bring a towel.
Towel.
That's it.
I don't want to bring a chair.
I don't lay out.
Yeah, you don't have to.
so-
That's what
and
it's optional.
I hate sand.
Yeah.
So I don't want to play in the sand because it just gets there's too
Everywhere.
many places. it
No.
can get. I don't wanna deal with that.
Sand,
everywhere.
sand bucket and shovel. I must.
And
have
that sand's
sand
coming
bucket.
home with you, Trav.
Yeah.
Have to. Have
I
a
would say
sand
that was the
bucket
one
and
option that was missed is the sand bucket and the shovel. And I think you would have to rearrange your order just a little bit. I think the beverages would be number 1 for me. You can't have a great time when you're out there at the beach without the beverages. And then I think number 2 has to be the football or the volleyball because,
I like that.
I mean, running in the water only goes so far. I need an activity out there. If you're going to be playing in the sand, you need the bucket, you need the ball, and you got to have the beverage. Those are my top 3.
I think I might. No volleyball for me. I'm taking a frisbee instead. I think.
Frisbee.
I'll take
Frisbee or football.
I'll take football.
It's got to be a ball.
Football and frisbee. I'm taking. Maybe not volleyball.
Ooh, I think
Okay.
beach volleyball would actually be my number 1, even over football. It's tough though. Those would be the
Taking
top
that
2.
then, though, too. Is
Not a
the net
volleyball
taking
guy.
up
The sand is
another
too
spot?
hot for me.
Well, we're just assuming that the net's out there.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I need something for my.
Even
feet.
if not,
that
just-
sand's hot.
How long you can keep up the volleyball?
Very true.
That's out.
Maybe a
What about a
soccer
boogie
ball.
board?
I've seen some people that are really skilled with their feet play the soccer volleyball. Looks like a good time.
Very,
Board's good.
very underrated. The bocce set.
I said my yacht. I'm bringing
Bocce
my
What's
yacht.
ball.
the thing you tie on your ankle? Is that a boogie board? You tie on
You
your
can.
ankle?
That's a surfboard.
Dude, I did that and I almost
Skimboard?
Yeah.
I got like trapped underneath it. That's kind of scary.
Yeah, I don't know. I need to bring my life jacket's probably number 1 because I don't know how to swim. So
You got any floaties with you, Trav?
I will need my arm floaties.
No.
Darn.
I forgot Travis is just a master.
Yeah, don't venture too far away from shore, Trav.
Oh.
Come on, Travis.
Yeah,
we can't
no,
have you get
no.
eaten by a shark.
It's out to your waist for about a good 20, 30 yards. So you just, float around right there. A lot of seaweed down here, though. That's the one negative about the area right now. A lot of seaweed.
Just eat it.
Yeah, cook it up. That's what's for dinner. You guys don't know yet. You're
Yeah.
having seaweed.
Have some seaweed.
Just
Surprise!
You can dry
Yeah.
it.
Oh, there we
It's a
go.
super
Make
food.
seaweed jerky.
Seaweed jerky. Okay. Maybe
All
I'll
right,
bring some back. I'll bag some up for you, and we'll eat it on a podcast.
Travis, do you have anything else to add about the beach?
It's awesome out here. Very relaxing. Yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time.
All right.
I think we're moving on.
I think
from
we're moving
Travis. Love you, buddy. Have
appreciate
fun.
it.
Okay,
Have
boys.
fun. Enjoy your dinner.
I'm gonna go eat somewhere. I will.
Fun.
Thank you,
Thanks for
Travis.
the food.
Tuning in from Florida. He's gonna go enjoy dinner. We all know that very much. Brian, you can stick around with us if you want, but I think we're going to be getting to a topic that my fellow member over here, Storm, loves very much. But the NBA draft went down the other night. Talking with Brian, I quite frankly didn't do my due diligence and honestly forgot it was coming on until about 5 minutes before. But Storm's thankful reminder, wishing everyone the best of luck, but best of best luck to the Detroit Pistons. Storm, break us down. Get into it. Whatever you want to start with on the NBA draft. You know, it's one of your holidays, so get us started.
Well, we did have the best luck because we got the draft right behind the Sacramento Kings, who for some reason at number 4 did not take the obvious choice of Jaden Ivey. They took Keegan Murray. So Jaden Ivey fell right to us, right where he wanted to go, one of the only 2 teams he worked out with. And then in a brilliant move, finessing who else but the New York Knicks, we also got Jalen Duren later in that same draft. And oh boy, the phrase trust in Troy has never been more accurate if you're a Detroit Pistons fan right now. We finessed not only the Hornets, but also the New York Knicks. We acquired Kemba Walker, who right after, probably not even 5 minutes after he got traded to us, is getting his contract bought out already. So it was a very fun night if you were a Detroit Pistons fan. It was not a fun night if you were a Kings fan or a Knicks fan, unfortunately, as I think we all saw Stephen A. Smith was on the verge of tears on the ESPN set. So, man, what a night it was. Jaden Ivey and Jalen Duren, 23-0. Welcome to the Detroit Pistons. Can't wait to see free agency, maybe a little bit of Miles Bridges action, some DeAndre Ayton, and can't wait for the season.
It
How
wasn't a
about the
fun
Bulls?
night. It wasn't a fun night to be a Bulls fan. Now, the only thing I hate about the draft is I can't really judge him yet because he hasn't played on the court. But we had all this talk. We were going to trade the 18th pick and try to get a valuable center or a wing player to really catapult us into that next great tier of basketball. You know, we didn't. We stayed at 18. We had E.J. Liddell on the board, Malachi Branham, both from Ohio State. They're both on the board. But took Dalen Terry out of Arizona, more of a defensive-minded player, which I think will end up helping us in the long run. But he's not much of a scorer. He's kind of a long 6'7" combo guard. So we're kind of already backloaded at guard with Caruso and Ayo Dosunmu and Kobe White, and Zach LaVine, and Lonzo Ball, and DeMar DeRozan can play guard. So we have a lot of guards. So I think they're going to target maybe Mitchell Robinson in free agency if he doesn't re-sign with the Knicks. But the Knicks, we just seen Storm talked about them. They're a poverty franchise, and they always will be until they prove it to me otherwise. So bad day to be a Bulls fan, but we'll see.
Now, the thing is E.J. Liddell and Ty Washington, they fell late into the second round. E.J. Liddell and Ty Washington are probably going to be 2 of the best steals in the draft. That's my opinion. E.J. Liddell was on the board when the Pistons made their second pick, and I wanted them to draft him, but unfortunately they didn't. So looks like we both missed out on the E.J. Liddell sweepstakes.
The only thing I don't like about E.J. Liddell is he's undersized.
That's true.
Very undersized for kind of how he plays. Back to the basket kind of guy. He's I think he's like 6'9", maybe on a good day. So I guess we'll see. I don't want to judge too prematurely, but man, they at least just let me. It was so anticlimactic. I was like, Adam Silver's gonna come to the podium. He's gonna be like,
We've announced
Bulls
the
traded
trade.
the 18th pick to the Jazz for Rudy Gobert. They got their big man, but no, Dalen Terry. Welcome to Chicago, buddy. Good luck.
Now, here's something that was very surprising to me is Banchero going number 1 overall. I mean, I thought Jabari Smith was the clear best NBA ready player. He fell to 3rd to Houston. What a steal that was. Chet Holmgren going number 2, but Banchero number 1.
Houston's got a good little core that they're brewing up. I don't know if Jalen Green is.
I mean, he's not better than Cade Cunningham.
No, but he's a good player, and my favorite player on that team is Kevin Porter Jr. I really like that kid. He's a good player. And then you add in Jabari Smith, another solid player. But I seen a tweet that said it's an offensive wing kind of NBA league at this point, and that's why they took. Banchero or Banchero?
I say Banchero.
Okay, Paulo Banchero from Duke. So I don't know. I think I think the top 3, they're all gonna be solid guys. I really do. I like all 3 of them.
Well, hopefully you're correct. If the league's really developing into a wing league, you know, I know us Cleveland Cavs, and the guy just put out a video. His welcome video was how to properly pronounce his name, and I might have forgotten. I believe it's
Ochi
Okai.
Okai Abachi?
And then Agbaji, I believe. But the wing from Kansas, I know Brian's grimacing at that selection. Jory probably smiling. Rock Chalk Jayhawk. But 6'6", 215. We need some height, and that provides that. Also bringing in Isaiah Mobley, Evan Mobley's brother. Don't know if he'll be the same production on the court, but cool story to get to see him play on the same college team, high school team, and now NBA team. Brian, if you're still out there, did you tune into the draft, and do you have any thoughts about who the Cavs brought in?
Yeah, I saw approximately 0 seconds of the draft. I did catch up and see who the Cavs took, and really excited about the two gentlemen that you just named. Obviously, national champion. That talks, even though it hurts my heart to say it, but when you bring in a guy that's got that kind of a caliber, that's coming from a winning culture and a great program, and then the brother combo too. I mean, that's something that you just don't see very often in the pro ranks anywhere in any sport, anytime. So the fact that we can duplicate that, I bet it puts Evan in a better headspace, and same with Baby Bro coming in. So that could be a fun 1-2 punch. And G-Man was alluding to the fact that one of his guys was a little bit undersized. That's not the case with the Cavs now. We got some real potential on the inside with some really lanky cats. And some big time playmakers. So I think the future really, really bright for the Cavs. And big shout out to Storm and his Pistons, looking like they did something right. At least it was an exciting night for you as a fan to watch. It had to have been.
Trust in Troy, man. That's what everyone's saying. I was very nervous once I heard that they traded Jeremy Grant for, unfortunately, a first rounder, but 3 years from now, and was also the Milwaukee Bucks first round pick. But hey, that turned into another lottery pick. So trust in Troy, man. That's the saying if you're a Detroit Pistons fan, and he's turned this place around in 2 years. And I think the best part of it all is, even though we're buying out Kemba Walker's contract, we're eating $10 million straight off the books just because we don't want him on the team. We still have almost double free cap space than the next closest team. So we got a lot of money to play with too in the offseason, which is awesome. And it's a very exciting time to be a Pistons fan.
Yeah, great potential for you guys moving forward. We saw this with the Cavs after LeBron left town, when we eventually got a couple of those high picks, and then we had all the money to bring in a top flight free agent guy. So hopefully the Motor City will be same case for you. Still, we're all rooting for you, man. Detroit, you guys got to have something good happen soon. It just has to.
Have to. And I think the best part is I think we're actually taking steps forward. You look at a team like Oklahoma City, they have 900 first-round picks in the next 3 years.
I don't understand that.
But they're not doing anything. They took 2 centers in the first round in this past draft that just happened. And I don't know. It's like they're just like, well, one of them's got to turn out. Something's got to happen. So I don't know. At least we're actually taking steps forward, I believe. Now, it's all in the hands of the players now. Is Jaden Ivey's game going to transfer? Is he going to be able to fix the flaws in his game? And, what are we going to do? We do actually have a surplus of centers as well now. So what are we going to do with those guys? But I think we're at least taking steps in the right direction, as opposed to our tires just spinning over and over.
Well, and I like that you bring up the Thunderstorm, because that's one thing. I believe the Thunder just drafted him. Chet Holmgren. Whatever, Garrett. I know you.
This guy, he was controversial. Not a lot of people.
Well, and that's what I wanted to bring up. Not because I think he was the right choice, but some of the quotes from some of the guys this year. Confidence is at an all-time high from a couple of them, and I'm blanking on the name of the other. But said that he's gonna have to see if LeBron's up to the challenge of playing him.
That was Matherin. He went to the Pacers.
I like Matherin too.
That
was the
one
one guy
we
we didn't
confidence
get.
coming in from this work.
How can you say? How can you say that? Like, honestly, I mean, I get props to him, because how can you say LeBron's not better than me until he shows it? Like, I could never. Because then when you play LeBron, good luck.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he's giving you old veteran moves. So I guess good luck to Benjamin.
Well, I do like Benjamin, actually. I wish the Pistons would have got him. If we wouldn't have gotten Ivy at 5, we would have traded down and gotten him, I think. But back to the Chet Holmgren thing. The thing about him defensively is, where's he going to play? He's not guarding Jokic at center. He will not. And he's too slow. He's too lengthy and too slow to guard a 4 or a 3. So I don't really know what he's going to do defensively. I don't really know what he's going to do offensively.
He's 190.
He's 190.
I have 65 pounds on him. I would body him down low.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like, truly.
Well, I've often thought, what would you guys think about implementing something new in actually any level, but why not the NBA, where you just cherry pick? Just keep a guy down at the other end of the floor and play defense with 4 people. Wouldn't the law of averages figure that you could throw enough big bullet passes down there to get the buckets to make up for the lack of defense?
Well, I think at some point you would just play 4-on-4 and just have 2 people in the backcourt. But I mean, it's not a bad idea. I bet it would work. It's just like
Well, I mean, at that point, I would just be like, my guy's down there, so I'm gonna go down there.
Yeah, 4-on-4. Just play 4-on-4. But
It's like there's no point in me being here.
But at the other end, then you're unguarded, so it's like, what do you do? It's tough.
hey, it would improve floor space.
I just want to see someone try.
4-on-4. The only thing that I really like about Chet Holmgren, though, is his ability to shoot the 3 at his size. I like Holmgren. If we would have gotten the first overall pick, I wanted us to pick Holmgren. But it's just a very risky pick for the Thunder, I think. Right. They could have definitely went with someone NBA ready, like Jaden Ivey. They wanted Jaden Ivey, too, at number 2. They could have went with him. They could have went with Jabari Smith. But instead, they took a chance on a guy who a lot of people have a lot of question marks around. So Chet Holmgren's going to be interesting. I'm definitely rooting for him. I love Chet Holmgren. So we'll see.
Well, and not our usual NBA insider, but I'm hearing calls that someone from Florida would love to chime in on this.
He hates basketball.
Trav, what do you got?
I just want to know. I just want to know how Spike Lee is doing after his Knicks completely
He was consoling.
botched
Consoling
the
Stephen.
draft.
He was consoling
because,
Stephen A.
My
Smith.
goodness, I haven't watched anything. I didn't watch any of the draft, but on Twitter and Facebook afterwards, like, what the heck were the Knicks doing? Tell me that,
they
Storm.
suck.
What were the Knicks doing?
I heard that they were trying to clear cap space for Jalen Brunson, which he is not the savior of your franchise at all. So I don't know the validity of
I
that.
heard that Jalen Brunson's father is the assistant coach
He is,
for
yeah.
the Knicks.
So their big
that's why I
splashes
done
in
deal.
free agency are going to be Mo Bamba, which is a decent center who can shoot the 3, can space the floor, and
Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson is
who
going to be
is
their
an
saver.
undersized guard who had like a 40-game stretch of being pretty good.
But okay,
Bye, Brian.
All right.
are we bringing him back, or are we just saying bye?
All right. Everyone say bye to Brian. 1,
Bye,
2, 3.
Brian.
Bye,
Bye,
Brian.
Brian.
Bye,
Bye.
Brian.
Safe
Bye,
travels.
Brian. Safe
Good flight,
travels,
buddy.
buddy. But back to your point, Trav. Can Travis hear us now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, Travis can hear us.
Oh, yeah.
The Knicks were another team that wanted Jaden Ivey. They wanted to trade. There was a lot of rumors that they were going to trade up to get Jaden Ivey. And I don't know if any of you saw this, but Spike Lee, as soon as Jaden Ivey walked off the stage, was hugging all over him and stuff and talking to him. The Knicks, everyone in the Knicks organization wanted Jaden Ivey. So I don't really know what they're doing. Maybe it's a rebuild. Maybe this is their last year. But Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle, and R.J. Barrett, I don't know.
What a squad.
What a wow. That's even worse than Reggie Jackson, Blake Griffin, and Andre Drummond. I mean, oof. Yeah.
Julius Randle.
Yeah, does Spike Lee finally leave his fandom as a Knicks fan because of everything they've done to him in the last 20 years?
Can.
He's not being a Brooklyn fan. That might be even worse.
Yeah, because they're gone too.
Maybe he'll be a Detroit fan. I wouldn't be mad.
All right,
You
that's
still
all I
haven't
had to
gotten
say
dinner
about
yet?
I know. I mean,
Where's your
that.
dinner?
No, my family's going shopping right now. I'm just waiting for the knock on the door for my uncle to take us down there. We're leaving around 5:30, so just
You
got that
know yet?
notification.
You know where you're going yet?
these are all we care about.
I think we're going to some Italian place. I think it's
No.
gonna-
Florida.
Maybe they got a little surf and
Dude,
turf.
Italian is unreal.
Italian? I don't know how it works.
I am
Roast
looking
round,
No,
forward
unreal
to
good. I
the
love
seafood
Italian.
night.
Travis is Italian.
Give me
isn't
some
he?
crab legs.
Yeah, bro.
You're Italian, aren't you, Berardi?
You darn right I am.
So it's
There
got to
you
be a
go,
good
you're
This has
darn
got to
right.
be
I
good.
mean,
This
it's
has
gotta
got to
be
be
a good
good.
establishment.
They got a lot of guys. They got someone to impress now.
Yeah. So just keep grinding that cheese onto my salad, man. Onto my spaghetti. I'll tell you when.
All right. Well, Travis, you're welcome to stick around and watch us chat us out the rest of the time. But we got one thing very near and dear to my heart that we want to touch on before we leave, and it's got to do with our one and only G-Man. Now, we did hear that there are 2 people in this world that go by a nickname of G-Man today, but I think we all know who sits in our heart at the top. And he's working on something really special right now. I've had the chance to hear a little bit behind the scenes, but G-Man, I'm going to launch us straight into it. Let's take a look at the teaser for what we can expect for your upcoming project, and then I'll let you give us just another sneak little tidbit about it.
Coming soon to the OH Report is a new perspective in the sports world. The mind of G-Man, This is the G-Man Project. I might not be right, but when it comes to sports, I know my stuff. I'm the best in the business. Keep it locked in with the G-Man Project. I might not be right, but I'll be here each and every week explaining to you why the Minnesota Vikings are the best team in the NFL.
Are they?
Right, they are, baby. No, yeah, so just nothing crazy here. Just talking sports, obviously, is what it's probably one of my biggest passions, as long as being what I do now. So, NFL, NBA, college. It's going to be basically a talk show. I'll throw in some interviews. Maybe I'll do some high school stuff too. But yeah, nothing crazy, man. So I'm hoping it'll be started this week sometime, possibly next week for the first episode date. But yeah, you can look forward to me giving my bold takes and my bold opinions. I'll grab a few of the guys around here too to hop in and give their takes. And you might see a guest appearance from Storm, because I am talking about the NBA on my next show, and it's just I can't give too much away.
Yeah,
so
no.
I can't give too much
Pump
away.
the brakes.
So if you want to watch and you want to tune in, it'll probably be weekly. Hopefully this week, if not next week for the first premiere date. So the G-Man Project. Appreciate you guys tuning in, and hopefully get to see your viewership here soon.
All right, well, we're definitely excited to have that coming to the OH.Report airwaves and channels everywhere, so stay tuned for that. Like you said, it's going to be coming soon, so you better get ready. But as for us, that's kind of hit our agenda. Any big plans for the rest of your evening?
No, sir.
That's what we like to hear. Not much ever going on. We're just chilling. But thanks for kicking it with us for a little bit today. Stay tuned to our channels for content coming fresh every day this week. And that's it. That's all I got for you.